Okay, you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Jeneth Blackert,
And I'm Leonka Reina.
and this is the How to Hustle Mystic Morning Show. Today, we're talking with Lindsay Robinson, who is a clinical hypnotherapist. And I think you are going to be delighted and amazed by this conversation where we're
Yeah.
going to really talk about purpose and we're going to talk about change from a true expert here.
Yeah.
Before we get just one other thing I
All
want
right.
to remind you of, if you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And also, all the special offers from this amazing series so far can be found at houthustle.com/live. That's houthustle.com/live.
Yeah, it's actually a little dashboard that has like all the special offers, all of the replays. So be sure that you're listening to all of the different speakers that have already spoken. And man, the last 2 days have been amazing,
Oh
have
my,
they not?
so good.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's gosh, some of my favorites, Ahumna from day one
Okay.
really took us into a world of what?
Yeah.
Mystical experiences for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then we had Amy Sikarsky. She took us into really understanding how spirituality and channeling works and the reasons why someone might want to put just parameters and understanding channeling
Mhm.
as they do it, and the reasons for maybe having a mentor as well.
Mhm.
So just answered a lot of good questions. I felt like there was some activations there that lots of people had really for the group. So if you're listening on replay, just know that it is for you. Gosh, these questions, and we went so deep.
Yeah.
I literally had to go home and take a nap again. Like I know we say that every time we get done with the summit day, but I was like, woo. And then I stayed at my grandmother's last night. She woke up like 3 times. She thought it was like morning at 2:30 in the morning. And I was like, Grandma, it's like 2:30 in the morning. And she's like, it's okay. I was like, oh, you earned it. You know,
It's okay. I
you can do
can
what you
nap during
want.
the day.
Yeah.
You're like, but I can't nap.
I finally told her, I think, I'm gonna go back to bed. She goes, go ahead. I said, okay. But it's real cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
I
great good
really,
naps. That's how they're
yeah.
responding on this.
It's so cute.
All right.
Yep, integration naps. That's
Yeah.
right.
Quentin, Tiffany said Quentin blew her mind. Yeah. Well,
Yes, I was talking about that to everybody
exactly.
yesterday.
Gosh, that was so good. All right, let's get going.
All righty. Well, just a little bit about Lindsay Robinson. Lindsay has completed a year course of instruction in hypnotherapy from the nation's first accredited college of hypnotherapy, including a resident internship of practical experience under the supervision and staff instructors holding teaching credentials at the State Department of Education. Lindsay has extensive training in many areas, including success mindset, habit modification, dream therapy, subconscious blocks and limiting beliefs, stress reduction, goal achievement, overcoming fears, relationship enhancement, increasing confidence and self esteem, and so much more. Welcome, Lindsay. Hi.
Hi, Lindsay.
Well, that was a really long, I did not remember how long that list was. So thank you for saying it all. And thanks for having me. I'm excited. This is going to be such a fun chat. One thing that I didn't put on there and that I've kind of been easing into more in the last couple of years is spiritual hypnotherapy, which
Nice.
for me, that just means I'm going to help you connect to your spirit guides, your spirit team, your higher wisdom, your intuition, your spiritual gifts. If you're a little bit psychic and you want to hone in on that and really like bring it to life, hypnotherapy is the way to go. So I'm excited to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, past life,
Yeah,
reincarnation, spirits. I'm here for it
we want
all.
to do it all.
Yay.
Yeah. We know that you want to talk a little bit about purpose too, so we'll hit on that as well.
Yes.
One of the things that I have found with my own hypnotherapy journey, and I don't have near the education that you have, but it's literally changed everything about who I am, how I operate, how I eat even slower or faster. I mean, it's changed my body, I mean, on every single level. And I think hypnotherapy gets still today a real bad rap.
I don't think
You
so, but
don't?
go
I
ahead.
feel like it people kind of go, it's there's it's manipulation. You,
Maybe.
But don't you want to manipulate yourself for the better?
Oh gosh, I have so much to talk about. I have so much to say about this.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
yes. Well, just so you know, we both are accredited hypnotherapists, and so we definitely love this topic.
Mhm.
But we love having this topic with someone who's definitely taking it further, right? So that we can have this little bit of controversy and bring it to light.
Well, I do agree with both of you. I agree that when I talk to someone who's unfamiliar with hypnotherapy, it's very much like, what is it like quacking like a duck and clucking like a chicken? What are you going to make me do? And then when I talk to somebody who knows just a little bit more about it, they cannot get enough information because it is that fascinating. And I'm never going to be done talking about it. There's stuff I'm learning every day about the power of the subconscious and the power of the mind in general. So I don't think we're ever done. But I do agree that depending on where you're at, I guess, in your journey, it can have a very bad reputation. And I mean, people in the mainstream are still making movies about the little pendulum swing, and come on, can get something better. Anything. It's not helping. But I think that it does put us as hypnotherapists or as practitioners in a very interesting position because we get to flip the script and actually teach them what it actually is. And
yes.
And it is not as mystical as I hoped it would be because we all go into hypnosis every single day. You're all experiencing this every day. You all go into trance. If you've ever fallen asleep, you gone into trance. You had to pass through that state of dreamy, floaty feeling to access that. So I just think that since you're already an expert in it, it takes a lot of the mysticism out of it. So I guess we just kind of have to make it more exciting in the movies. But I mean, do we? Because this is one of the best superpowers we have.
I love it. Yes. And it's available for us all. And there's so many more studies that are substantiating the results. What has your experience been in some of the results that you're having with your clients? I mean, it's available, y'all. Like it's, there's meditation, there's hypnosis. I mean, there's these tools that are very, very available. That's all I got to keep saying. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. And I like to kind of sorry, go ahead.
I just said, and they're easy.
That's it. I think maybe sometimes we get too hung up on the fact that it's a little bit easy. And our brains or our innate nature wants things to be hard so that I can make sure I've, overcome the struggle and something's changed.
If I may, just really quick, Tiffany said something very important. If I can address, she said,
She said,
I feel people are open to it in a state of desperation, like quitting smoking or losing weight. They don't even care how it works. They just need help. I agree that when people come to me, and I don't really do a lot of the clinical stuff. I don't do a lot of weight control. I don't do a lot of smoking cessation. I am certified in both. It's just not where I feel like I do my best work.
Yeah.
You guys already heard where I like to play. I like to help you, like from the ground up, know who you are authentically and show up in the world as that. And for some people, that does mean I want to look on the outside how I feel on the inside. I want to stop this habit that's holding me back. People do come in a state of, I've tried everything else and nothing works, so I need help. And I love to kind of brag about the fact that I'm the last resort, because you won't need anything else.
Nice.
Once you find this and find the way to manipulate your own subconscious mind and teach it what is safe for you, you really, like, what else is there? Who cares? That's the thing you want, right? And there's many ways to do that. I'm not saying hypnotherapy is the only way. I'm just saying that is my way. That's the way that I found. But to answer your question about some of the things I've been able to do with clients, and I don't really like to say like I've been able to do with clients because it's really you. It's always you. Yes. I hold the flashlight, you walk the path. It's 100% your work, your transformation. But some of the coolest things that have come about through sessions that I always want to brag about, and she knows every time I talk about it, but I'm never going to stop, is I had a client come to me. She was a business owner and she was at like a plateau in her income. And money is one of the most common ones, but this is actually one of the coolest. I will say this, she was at like 250K annual. So she was already doing pretty well. But her goal was 1 million. She's like, I know I can do it. There's something in me that's holding me back, and I want to be able to do this. And so through our work together, she signed up for 3 months. And then she was like, I want to do more. I want to do another 3 months. So 6 months total. But in that 6 months, she was able to hit 1 million. And she
Nice.
I didn't know until she shared it on social media and tagged me. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like jumping around. I was so excited for her.
Oh, that's
it's
exciting.
those moments where like, and if you're a coach or you help people, or, you know, if you're just working with people and helping them in any way, there's something that happens when they are able to do it that I still get amazed. I'm like, this is awesome. I'll never not jump up and down like a kid on Christmas when you get your goal, because that's what I'm here for. And that's what you're here for, is to get your goal. So when it happens, it just makes me so excited. But
I get emotional thinking about your client hitting the million. I know how good that feels when your clients have those results and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I say like, it does sound a little, I'll say selfishly, I'm doing it because I want to see it. I want to witness this because it's just that cool to be able to be next to somebody who's able to achieve something that they've been working. So for years, she'd been stuck. I'd say she said like 3 years she was stuck. And in 6 months, and that's a double program. That's not like 3 months is usually what is like, you give me this container of 3 months and we'll do everything we can to get you as close to this goal as possible. My goal is to make you the type of person that knows you can get anything.
I love that.
So it's just, that's one of the coolest ones. One of the weirdest ones. Can I talk about one of the weirdest ones?
Yeah, let's go weird. I love that.
There's been a theme lately. Yeah, that's why I love you guys. There's been a theme lately, I would say in the last few months just of this year, where I'll get clients. Usually I'll see women. So I would say they're women who within the course of our program, for some reason or another, and I think I have a theory of why, they just one day show up to the session and they're like, guess who's pregnant? And I'm like, heck, like another one. And it's not even necessarily the goal.
Yeah.
I did have a couple that were like, we've been trying.
You had that.
I've had 2 people, and I used to make this joke that I can get people pregnant.
Yeah. If you're in my client chair, get ready. Just be open to the possibility.
Yeah.
But I do have a theory, and I think it's just that version or that manifestation of you giving yourself permission to allow your highest timeline and whatever that looks like. And for some people, it's $1 million. For some people, it's a baby they've been waiting for and hoping for years.
Yeah.
When you sit and give yourself permission to know yourself, right? And to sit in that wonderment of how amazing you are and give yourself permission to even see how amazing you are and what's possible for you.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happens. So that is just one of the interesting little things that I've noticed. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those funny ones. But I do see that those are some of the ones that stick out as like amazing. And it's a byproduct of everyone is just knowing who they are when they leave my office or leave.
Yeah.
Well, how to show up.
Yeah. I think your purpose and my purpose are kind of similar. I really just want to bring people back to being who they actually came here to be.
But you can't really put that on a brochure. Like, you know what?
I know.
You think you want a relationship, but what you really want, like no one's gonna ever come to me. But it's a nice, interesting dance of like showing up for their goal and making sure that you're doing everything for their goal, and also kind of knowing and letting them know, like, you may not care about this at the end. You may not even care about the relationship. You might just be happy. And then you'll be a magnet.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Think about some of the steps that people have to go through to kind of shed some of these layers of these belief systems. How do you identify a belief system? How do you it's truly, I love doing and scripting the hypnotherapy sessions because it's really, truly an art form, to kind of get in these suggestions that they'll actually receive and change and accept and surrender to, I think is the bigger word, right?
Yeah. I think some of the best parts of creating a script, and I don't know, I'm sure you probably do something similar, but sometimes I'll have a set session that I'll want to do. Sometimes they'll show up with a curveball and I'll be like, all right, let's create a script right now. What do you want me to say? How do you want to feel at the end of the session? What are you hoping, to get out of this inner mindset session? And that's really fun because you get to use their language. I always use their language, their words. Like if we're talking, even if I know what the session's going to be, like a spirit guide meeting. Okay, if we're going to meet your spirit guide today, talk to me about what you think a spirit guide is. What words should I use? Should I use angels? Should I use ancestors? Should I use guides? Should I use higher wisdom? Like what do you with? Because I can say whatever I want. And if they're not receptive to the words, it's not doing anything, which is another important point for anyone who doesn't know this. You cannot be hypnotized without your permission. If you say no, there's not anyone in this world that can do it against your will. That's brainwashing. And I'm pretty sure it involves being strapped to a chair. And that's just not where we're at. That's not what we're doing. No. So I want that to be very clear. Like you are that powerful that no one can get in there without you being open and feel that connection with the person. So just putting that out there.
Yes, well. I'm glad that you did. Dana had a really interesting comment that I don't know if she said, that's funny. She said, baby, during my lucid time this morning, I had a 10-day-old baby that was born awake and aware and rolled over on the 10th day. That wasn't a physical meeting though of me having any more babies. Oh, okay. It's not a physical meeting of her having any more babies, but a very deep, different message. Any insight for that?
I mean, what does she think the message is? I mean, I was just like, I love when people start with, that's interesting, or that's funny you say it. I'm like, is it interesting, or is it perfect timing?
Yeah.
Is it exactly what needed to happen? And it's really funny. I don't know if you guys have had any, like, if you're even into like astrology or had anybody for astrology on here, but so much weird is happening right now. Like my husband, who's very black and white, very analytical,
it's
is
so
like,
funny. We are all married to somebody like that.
I know it's a big match though, isn't it?
It is. Perfect,
He's like, I was driving down the street and I was just thinking about like the number 45. And then I look up and the speed limit's 45. And when he gives me that stuff, I know he's already had his like moment, and it's little things like that. And he's like, I mean, I know it could have been coincidence, but the fact that I was just thinking about it and it showed up. And so it's happening for everybody right now. So I think if you are watching this and you are feeling like there's weird coincidences happening or weird synchronicities, it's a thing. It's a thing that's happening. It has to do with my deeper awakening in the new earth. And that's what I was going to say. Right. Guys, we're jumping timelines.
And then that gets...
You were right on it.
I love that response, though, too, because then you get her to really practice her own knowing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think to me? And that's kind of what I pride myself in is in my head, I'm like, I got some theories, but I want to know what you think, because what else are we doing here if I'm not sending you out with this ability? And I know Dana probably already has this ability, but if you don't, I'm certainly going to help you practice it. Even when I do the intake call, before I work with someone, I'm like, what does your intuition tell you would be the program that's perfect for you? Because I could give you my recommendation and I will, but I want to hear, this is a practice in like, what are you feeling? If money weren't an object, if you had no other obligations or no other things holding you back, what amount of time feels good to you? And they always have an answer. And that's why, with hypnosis, if you go into trance, I'm just going to keep talking, but this is please do.
I want to bring something in. And you can, I'm sure, incorporate this. Yeah. One of the belief systems that I am working on is this belief system of 100% no matter what, trusting the universe, trusting this synchronicity, these coincidences, which is just such a limited space, right?
Yeah.
This serendipitousness. Like, what would it take for us to just truly believe and fall in no matter what?
This says the person that just told me earlier, and that makes me nervous. I was like, what?
Well, see, and I'm getting over this insane nervous system crisis. And I feel like I'm actually doing really, really well. I'm sleeping again. Yeah. And I'm able to meditate again.
Yeah. And I
hit one of those moments where it was like racehorse, right?
I was talking to a friend the other day, and this is just going back to like the weird energy that we're in right now. And I was going to
ask about that too. So go ahead.
She was telling me about she was having her nervous system was just whacked out, and she couldn't put her finger on why. She just felt like an integration of something. Right. And I was saying, for me, it feels like my normal spiritual practices. Like if I were to get up in the morning and just before I get out of bed, just talk to my guides or talk to the universe and just put intentions in the day, that's usually so easy. I get out of bed. I'm like, okay, I feel great. Let's go about the day. Lately, it's like, I feel like I have to chisel through a concrete wall in order to even get to my guides, get to the connection that I normally have. And she said something very interesting, which was because of the, I guess, the energy shifting that's occurring, and because we are integrating so much, it's going to feel harder, but it's not impossible. It's just different. We're going to have to figure out different ways to kind of get there, because our old ways are kind of not working. And for some people, your old ways might be perfectly fine. Mine are not working.
Yeah.
Mine do not feel like they're working. So it is an interesting thing to have to like, or to get to, I'm going to say, to get to explore new ways to connect and explore new ways that make me happy. Because I haven't had to do that in a long time. And isn't that fun? That's fun. I'm
have to change.
Excited. Yeah. It's yeah.
For people who may not be familiar with what's going on right now astrologically, and even with, and if you want to even go this far, like the 3-eye atlas in our solar system.
There's so much we can talk about. I've been waiting for you guys.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Tell us a little bit about, take us through what you are experiencing, or what you're kind of receiving from, the different people you work with and from your own intuition.
Oh my gosh. Everybody is experiencing some form of this.
Yes.
And if you say you're not, think about it. You will have things in your life that are like, oh yeah, I don't think you would be here with us if you weren't tuned in. You know what I'm saying? To some extent. It may be a little bit less, it may be a little bit more, it may be different, but I think everybody to some degree is feeling this. And if you have, depending on what your filter of intake is, depending on what your life experience and your lens is, you will feel it differently. September 25th. Okay. You know what I'm saying? September 25th. You don't know what I'm saying? Do you remember when go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well,
I don't
remember when the rapture happened.
Okay.
That was one of the highest levels of, like astrological energy.
Gotcha.
And my theory, and I will never, ever, ever, ever claim to know for sure, ever.
Right.
My theory is everybody, no matter who you are, is feeling it. And depending on your conditioning, depending on your lens that you're looking at the world through, you will feel it and react differently. I will react in a like floaty way. I feel like I'm in a hurricane and I can't grab anything. And the second I grab something and something feels solid, I get whipped around again. Anyone else?
Wow.
And it's like, you can't find a solid ground. And so what am I doing? I am going outside and touching my feet to the ground. It's getting a little colder here in Michigan. It's like in the 50s. So I only do it for a couple minutes. But I put my face in the sun when the sun is out. I connect, I hug a tree. I connect to what is basic things. I've also been crocheting more. I really enjoy getting down to like the very simple things, turning off my phone. Having my phone in another room for an entire day is bliss. I highly recommend it to anyone. I've been making more rooted food. Did you know that when you eat root vegetables, it's a form of grounding?
Nice.
I didn't until I just felt better. And I was like, wonder why.
Some of these simple things. It's like in the back of my
simple. Like, I wish I could just I think I might actually make a PDF of how to just get down to basics. Do things with your hands, color, draw, go outside, hug a tree, make a stew, just bake some bread. I baked some bread the other day and it was just like,
you're the third person I've heard that.
You should bake some bread.
This really has been
things come in threes. You got to bake bread now.
We had one on Monday. She was talking about army crawling on the ground, and it makes you kind of come up from like a toddler, right? And your body senses that. Yeah. And yesterday with Miriam, we talked about, rooting yourself like a tree, being a tree, just a tree. Yeah. Yeah.
Just focusing on and just visualizing, picture your roots going down into the earth, and it just for a second. You don't have to spend hours doing this, but these very simple things, and they just help, and you'll feel better. Like you just want to
Yes.
feel better.
And the nature was put here on earth to support us as well as we are for it. So
Yes.
just that moment lets Gaia know that we are recontributing back
Yes.
to Gaia, and Gaia will contribute to us. So I do believe that when everything is just circling, especially in the cosmos, just really, really moving around us, and just lots of energies. You always hear about my space weather news. I'm always talking about the solar flares and the different, charged particles. And I mean, that's just one piece of it. I mean, there's so much going on.
There's that. Then there's the Schumann resonance. Then there's the
Exactly.
three-eye atlas thing.
Exactly.
Then there's the news. Okay. Like,
yes.
it's okay if you're feeling any kind of way. We are not designed for this. The fact that you're even here and not just in a fetal position in the corner, like you need to give yourself a medal just for today, just for every day that you wake up and choose to be here and choose to like take a little bit more control over what's happening, what you can control, because it is hard. And we need to hold space for the fact that it's hard. No one's supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
Yes, Joe. Yes. Give yourself, celebrate. You guys celebrate somehow today, please.
Yes. Celebrate for just coming to hang out with us for a little while and do a happy dance, right? Like I'm alive. I have bones. Whatever those things are. The other thing that I am hearing, I know, is that there is kind of a precipice that is scheduled to happen around, December 21st, December 19th. Do you know anything about that? From the sounds of it, well, go ahead.
I think that's always it's always a really powerful time. I mean, any solstice or any equinox is a really powerful time. I've heard that the three-eye atlas is meant to do its thing on October 30th. Did you guys hear about this? The 30th?
I do know that it will come out from being from behind visible again, and at December 19th, and that it could be that there is that it's supposed to do its thing on October 30th, and that maybe the world may see more of it at that point, right? Does that make sense? Because it'll be back in its visible spots.
There's so many theories. I really hope it is what I think it is, which is just like helping regulate the energy around and just helping to like calibrate us a little bit to the new whatever's coming next.
Yes,
please.
I keep wanting to censor myself, but then you guys say what I was going to say, which is like, I was going to say Gaia. And I was like, don't say Gaia. That's weird. And then you said Gaia. So like, I don't know.
Just kind of, it's sort of interesting because I have this sense of you really coming from the space of where we really play. And then you keep kind of justifying it, making it more like about milestones and goals and more 3D. But I'm kind of getting from the sense of you and the energy of you can actually be galactic.
I would love to live galactically, yes. But I also, I don't know. I think my passion and goal is to really, there's a goal again, is to be accessible with my information to all types of intake. So if I say Gaia, someone might be like, who? But if I say Earth, I'm pretty sure we all know what the Earth is. Now, would I love to be in a group where everybody knew who Gaia was and I could just let my freak flag fly? Yes.
You're there.
That's one. I think I've arrived.
We're gonna have to get that on a flag.
I do. So funny. Just put up your freak flag, and that's literally what it said.
It's so cute, so cute.
Pink and purple stripes.
I mean, this morning I said Isis, Gaia, Demeter, freaking Boudica, everybody. I need you all today, please.
Yes.
And just when I set my intentions, I always call in Gaia, and I have an offering plate for Gaia and Isis and all my goddess friends and my ancestors. I'm a very big ancestor honorer. I love to honor the ancestors. So I think whatever tool you use, whatever tool you're interested in, whatever tool you want a little more information on, there's going to be someone in this summit that probably has it. But I'm your girl for, I guess, timeline shifting and transformation and, knowing the more spiritual side of you and aliens.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
We're all about the aliens too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just became a natural progression. So the other thing that I was going to ask is let's talk a little bit about your morning, because we like things, and we like things to be like very embodied. We want to be able to use things that ideas. Yes, it's great to know this all esoteric and metaphysical concepts, but how do we bring that back into how does it help our everyday lives? And that's one of the things that we're really passionate about on
How
the
do we
show.
be it?
Yes. And so you just mentioned a couple of things that you do in your daily, and I'd love for you to kind of to elaborate on that. So one of the things you mentioned was honoring the ancestors and calling in your different support team. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So it's kind of morphed over time. Before I would just say angels, ancestors, guides. However, and this might echo some others' experiences this year as well. This year was a doozy. My 40th birthday was April 15th. And
Happy
around that
birthday.
time, thank you. Well, yeah, thank you. Around that time, I made, for the first time, made new moon water. Never done it before. 40 years old, never done it before. And I always wanted to, because I know that new moon water especially can help you with, if you believe in this, then it works to set your intentions, to call in what you actually want. And depending on what type of moon it is, new moon it is, then it can do kind of different energies in that way. And also full moon water is a whole different thing that I do make as well now, but I hadn't. So the first water I ever made was new moon water on around the April full moon, which is also around my birthday. So a lot of weird stuff was happening. At the same time, I was getting visions. I was getting weird synchronicities. I was getting dreams that were out of this world. And long story short, I got a very clear message that I need to work with Inanna, which, are you familiar with Inanna? Okay. Yes.
No, why
no.
not?
Oh, Inanna. I don't know. You guys nod your head, and I'm like, she gets it.
We get so I'm an Archerian dragon channel. So
Whoa.
it doesn't get any weirder than me.
That is awesome. Well, Inanna, in the ancient texts, I guess Inanna was the god before God. That she was the life and death and justice and sex and passion and all of the things. And I did not know who she was. I'm going to be very clear. I had no idea. I was told in a channeling session when I was 25 that my oldest guide, who works with me in every lifetime, is Inanna. Didn't really have a human sound, but that was the closest thing. Inanna. I was like,
I gotcha.
I was like, interesting. Okay. Kind of just took it with me on my day. And this was after I had a dream about this guide, which is why I asked the channeler, who is this? Because I had a dream she was right here. And I never turned around to see her, but she was a blue hologram. And just the piece that I got from her was like, I can't describe it. And if you've ever had a dream where your guide shows up, or if you've ever been in hypnosis where your guide shows up, very similar feeling.
Yes.
But it was just amazing, this feeling that I got from her. And so Inanna was her name. So I just, from 25 all the way to 2025. Okay.
Yes.
This year, I see a TikTok.
Really?
And it's like, anyone ever know the goddess Inanna? And I was like, stop it right now. I've always known the name in my head, right? It's always been there, but I've never, ever seen anything or anyone talk about it. And so when I learned about this, I was like, is this the same? Is it just a similar sound? Is it the same? Like, what? So then I did some research, I did some digging, and through, my own practices of meditation and like just intuiting, got my confirmations that it is the same. And so I've started calling in Inanna. And then I realized that Isis and Inanna are sometimes maybe the same one. We don't know if it's the same goddess. So I'm like, all right, bring in Isis. And then we're like, you need to work with the earth more. I'm like, Gaia, come on, So I'm just like adding to my list of all these amazing entities and goddesses to come and hang out and support in whatever way is for my highest good and the highest good of all involved. And my ancestors are always welcome. I've done a lot of ancestral, I don't know if I've never directly done any healing, but if I see a soul I'm a genealogist as well. So I do know the tangible side of it. I know the records, I follow the paper trail. And if I see a hard story or energies in anywhere in my family tree, I will do some work around it.
That's the point of ancestry.com.
That's why we do it.
Funny.
Yeah.
Because
So
it changes
But that-
things
but
for
that-
where they,
Yeah, you
where the
change it in the
existence.
change it in the timeline so that when it gets to you, you get to be a little bit more
It's funny that if
clear.
it gets to you. But yes, yes. I mean, yes, we do affect what we consider the past, but it is simultaneous time.
yeah.
It's amazing to us.
And I'm starting to come more to terms with this fact that there's a theory, obviously, that if you can just go back and remember a certain situation differently, it will change you. And there's this journey I've been doing in hypnosis for years, not knowing that that's what they're doing. They're going in and rewriting, not necessarily rewriting, but on some energetic level, you are different.
Yes.
And just the very simple practice of there's a journey that I do where we have a gentle, I'm very specific about this. It must be gentle meeting with your inner child or your inner child aspect. And so you come up with the image of this child. It's interesting what age we come up with and how she looks or he and what clothes they're wearing and how the hair is and things you never think about. But you once you create a picture for this child and you ask them how close they're willing to be with you in proximity, what their energy is, how their facial expression is, what they're doing. You ask what they need from you, what you might need, and can we come together to now be a team to take on the world? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but we're all just kids walking around in grown-up costumes. Your subconscious is formed when you're 9 or 10 years old. And so everything that's in there from that age is a part of you. But you do get to teach your subconscious what is no longer active, what is no longer relevant, what is no longer true. We just don't know that we can do that until we know we can do that. And so that's my point. Yeah. See, I knew it. The second I start describing how your inner child, what to look for, you will see it, won't you? You will. You will have
always
it
do.
in your head. So yeah, once you can come together with your inner child, I fiercely protect her. I have 3 boys. I don't have a daughter. She's mine. Like, don't mess with her.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
If you can get to that space, I've had clients before that are terrified to look at their inner child. They don't want to. And we don't until they're ready. But that's why I want to present it as the most gentle thing. You're just having a little picnic. You're just in a beautiful spot. They might be running around playing and answering your questions. It is never, and I'm very strong about this, it is never going back to relive anything, because I don't think that I've never had that need to happen.
Yeah.
In a session. I've never had a client that I would say needed to go back and relive anything. I take you as you are with the symptoms you're experiencing. And if we can heal without reliving, which we always can heal without reliving, in my experience, then that's what we do. Because I definitely want to vibe with the people that don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't think it's needed. And I think that the healing that can occur just you as you are today is
Yeah. Well, it's funny, the more that I do this work, the more I find these limiting beliefs and these limiting thoughts. And it's funny because this morning, Leonka had one and I caught her on it. And then she caught me on it and then called me out on it. I'll have to call her out later. But we do that so that we're really hyper aware that this bucket is still here, and we can, and we can see it so well that we can go, no, bucket out, empty, gone, trash, right?
Yeah. She and I've worked, for a long time.
Yeah, we're not going to get offended. We don't even know. We don't even have a construct of offensiveness anymore.
I love it when people are able to do that, except when my husband does it, I'm like, how dare you use my words?
Especially when they do it around sex.
That's really funny.
Like, I have a little box around sex the way I like it.
Just this morning, I was saying something to him, and I know I should be allowed to lament to him. Like, he's the one.
Yes.
I can be hypnotherapist here, mom over there.
Yes.
Best friend. But with him, I get to just lament about just anything, the house, the dishes, whatever.
Sure.
And he goes, that's a limiting belief. And I was like, oh. And he goes, he goes, but, and then so he's great. He was just, he was
I know.
framing it for me. He was helping me like reword it. And I was like, I know, but we all need that, don't we?
It's funny though.
My husband now puts this in front of us. I know this is probably going to make you very defensive.
Here's my shield. Before you get your shield, here's mine. Yeah.
Captain America present.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think we all need that. And we're never done. I don't like to think of anyone as broken or fixed, because we're all just here and we're all doing the best we can. And if you find something that comes up, I'm still finding stuff that comes up.
Sure.
But instead of being afraid and shoving it down or doing something else or distracting myself or spitting it at someone else, I know now to figure it out. And that is, I think, one of the points of being here.
I do too.
Yeah.
Figuring it out and letting the bumps not be so bumpy.
Well, that is the point of ascension, really, to clean out our crap so that we can actually, ascend to this new earth that we speak of.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I don't want to put you in the spot
topic anymore.
I know. I don't want to
put up your defenses. She didn't want to put you on the spot.
That's really funny. I don't know if it's appropriate to ask you to I want people to have the opportunity to experience your work. And I don't want to put you on the spot, but would it be appropriate to have you maybe take us through a little bit of sample of a journey, or kind of what we're receiving today, or just really
I am on the spot. So
you are.
No, it's okay. I actually, I think this would be really good. I do live group events in my membership every month. So I've gotten kind of used to doing live hypnosis, which is great. But it's all really interesting timing, isn't it? I think it would be, would anybody be against doing like a little inner child meeting? Is that,
could we do it around hitting more synchronicity and seeing more of that suggestiveness?
Yes. Let's do. Okay. So say it to me in a sentence again. What do you want?
I think the biggest piece is to allow the universe to have our backs and truly trust that through and through.
Okay. So I would love, how about this? Yes. I think
acknowledge synchronicities, I guess, would be the next word. Acknowledge these interactions with others, be able to receive even.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got it. It just got it. Okay. Let's go. All right. So if you are willing to participate, if you don't want to, just go get a drink or something. But if you want to, go ahead and get comfortable. You're just going to close the eyes, take some deeper breaths. Just kind of get settled in to the space where you are. And if you can, rest your head and shoulders. That's fine. If you want to just sit up straight, that's also fine. And just start to tune into the body. Notice how you're feeling physically. Notice how you're feeling emotionally. And if those emotions come up, notice where they are in the body. Just kind of connecting inward, continuing that normal, natural rhythm of breath. And if you'd like, you can visualize or imagine a color for comfort flowing in through the top of the head and connecting you to the universe, to all that is. Notice what color this is, what the energy feels like as it comes through to soothe, to soften. As it flows down, releasing the brow, the eyes, the cheeks, and softening the jaw. As you begin to release, relax, let go of the day, the week, the month. Letting it all drift into the background, unimportant to pay attention to right now. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Nothing that needs to be figured out. Just allowing this color for comfort, color for peace, connection, Whatever's needed most at this time, bringing it in through head, neck, and shoulders, releasing any blockages, any stale or stagnant energies in the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the middle back, the lower back. Letting it all melt away, lifting any burdens, anything you've been carrying, knowingly or unknowingly, just letting it all melt away down the arms, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, down into wrists and hands. Continuing to release, relax, let go into chest as you continue to breathe nice and easy, filling the lungs with clean air. And exhaling any negative energy, any discomfort, any stress or tension. Just imagining it coming right out with that exhale. As you continue to breathe in positives to the mind, comfort to the body. This color for comfort flows down into solar plexus, into belly, all the way down into hips. And as it moves, it cleanses and clears, renews and restores, bringing everything back into alignment a little bit more than it was before. From hips into thighs, down into knees, calves. Releasing, relaxing, letting go, down into ankles, heels, feet, all the way down and out through the toes. And as this color for comfort flows down and out through the toes, continuing to connect you to all that is, imagine it flowing all the way down, out the toes, into the earth, connecting you to the earth, solid and strong, grounding you, creating a solid foundation of support that you can always return to. Just allow this energy to cycle around for a few more moments as you continue to breathe, nice and easy. As I count from 5 down to 0, deepening your calm and comfort with each and every count, with each and every breath. Accessing the deeper mind, the higher wisdom at 0. And beginning now with 5, 4, 3, drifting down, 2, 1, and 0, drifting deeper into deep sleep. Comfortable, calm, secure in every way with mind-body harmony. As you go within to focus, noticing that positive sensation, as your senses come into higher frequency, as you allow that access to your higher wisdom, that part of you that knows, that part of you that is always connected. Just imagine what that higher wisdom would look like if it could be seen, what it would feel like if it could be touched, the colors, the shapes, the textures. Notice how you feel to be with it now. Connecting with all the feelings about this and remembering the important parts as if you would describe it to a friend later. As you continue to breathe in safety and security, allow your higher wisdom to give you the good, the positive, and the truth of the universe. Allow a connection to be made even deeper than it was, so that it would allow you to remain connected, even in those moments, those quiet moments when you question, those human moments when we have to live and be in the world. Feel that connection deepening on all levels of mind-body activity. And don't be surprised when you find that this day forward with each and every breath, it becomes easier for you to notice the synchronicities, to notice the coincidences, to notice the connection that you already have, and to feel it on an even deeper level. And all you have to do is breathe. And in this meeting with your higher wisdom, however it appears to you, if there was a one most important something that your higher wisdom wanted you to know today, allow that knowing to occur in whatever way seems best. Allow a few moments to get this deep reminder from the higher wisdom of whatever it wants you to know the most. Allow this knowing to integrate wherever it seems best, in the mind or body or both, placing it in just the perfect spot to become a part of you, something you can easily remember whenever it's needed or wanted. And anytime it's needed or wanted, you can come back to this meeting place to visualize your higher wisdom in its true form, to give you those reminders that you need, and to remind you that you are always connected. You are supported. You are loved by the universe. And you are already doing the good work. And so taking these truths, these positives, integrating them deeper wherever it seems best. When the timing is right, you can allow these images to fade for now, thanking them, thanking yourself for taking this time. Just taking a moment to appreciate it all, the wonders of the deeper mind, the higher wisdom. As we begin to close this journey in totality and unity, allowing conscious and subconscious minds to work together harmoniously for positive momentum forward. Reinforcing all of those positives as we begin to come up and out now at 0, drifting deeper, closing the door, and coming up to a more non-suggestible state. And coming up to 1 with a deep cleansing breath in. And releasing, reinforcing it all. 2, beginning to remember where you are, where you've placed yourself, the room you're in, beginning to wiggle fingers and toes. 3, feeling very, very good, renewed, restored, cleansed, and cleared. 4, more alert and awake. And 5 is eyes open, wide awake and alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake, and alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake.
Thank you. Wow.
And alert. Okay, so
the alert part is important.
It's very important. So if you do still feel groggy after this, just say your name out loud, count yourself back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm awake. I'm here. If this is anyone's first time doing hypnosis, you might feel a little extra groggy. Take time with yourself today. I know you've already were talking about feeling extra tired. So take time and be nice to yourself and let it all unfold. Yeah, great job.
Wow.
Can anybody hear me? I can't see anyone. I have to be honest. My monitor turned off as I was counting you out. So I'm trying to get it back as I'm spitting wisdom at you. I can't see you.
Okay. It's all good. Tiffany says, thank you. I was having a post-op discomfort and I feel so much better.
Oh, see, there's so many good side effects to this.
Yes. Yeah. Dana says, your voice is so soothing. I was able to deeper integrate my messages from my early lucid dream time. Thank you so much.
Great.
Yeah. And she was the one that had the lucid baby dream. So yes.
That's lovely. Can I ask if anybody wants to share? One of my favorite parts is hearing what the reminder, like what your own personal reminder was. If you feel like sharing, I'm going to try to pop in on my phone just so I can see.
See, yeah.
But if anybody wants to share, I'm happy to hear it.
You can raise your hand.
I have a ton to share.
Go ahead. I loved
So
it.
it was before we were even counted in to the synchronicity. I was seeing like waves and this word of this ripple effect and how all of us on these shows are really a part of that ripple effect,
Yeah.
which was very, very interesting. And, like, okay, because I think I was visualizing the blue coming through.
Hmm. Ooh, yeah. Was that
Yeah.
the color of your
My
comfort?
my cooling, calming color.
It's always blue for me too. Does anybody
Yeah.
have a different color? I mean, I'm sure
Purple.
obviously you do.
Oh,
I'm interested to
purple.
hear what other you had purple?
Mm-hmm. And
Purple's
then, yeah. And then when I got to my higher wisdom, it was a lot of kind of a oil slick, and it had like gold and
Ooh.
purple. It was really pretty.
Whoa,
Um, yeah.
that
And
is cool.
Mm.
what helped was you saying, remembering these as if you were going to describe it
Yeah.
back to a friend.
Yeah.
And I thought,
That's
okay,
how I can secure my
yes,
curiosity when they
yes, yes.
I'm like,
I
I
was
want to
like,
hear it
okay,
all.
yeah. And I was like, okay. What came up for me was because in an earlier exercise, in one of the exercises, I said the word, the exercise was like, I feel. And so I was supposed to say, I feel. And I said, not enough. And I think that came from my younger self, as me to today, right?
Mm,
And one of the higher wisdom messages was, oh my gosh, you're so worthy. Like, you
Mm.
don't have to judge yourself for XYZ. You are already enough.
wow.
Yeah, it was very beautiful.
Okay, I hope this doesn't. Let me just mute. That is so cool. I love that. I'm here. I'm just trying to.
No worries, I
Yeah,
get
you're
it.
good.
Ugh,
Um,
this is so annoying. Okay.
I get Katie says I get a deep bluish purple. Beautiful. Paula said
Ooh.
today was red, which is never a color I would ever choose, but my higher self was a gold faceted crystal shape. Ooh,
That's cool.
really cool.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Crystal shape. My higher wisdom once was a like a crystal flower in the pot. It was like an apple blossom, which is this flower of Michigan, which I wasn't living in at the time. That's where I'm from. And it was just like every time it spoke, it would glow. It was very interesting.
Oh,
I'll never
pretty.
forget it. And I listen, please tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not, but tell me if I'm wrong. This now that you have, if you've never had this visual of your higher wisdom before, it is the anchor. It is the thing that you will picture. And it is so vivid. Every time you picture it, it will not get less vivid. It will be just as vivid. It's like a dream that you will never forget. You know, some dreams are like, I was there. I know it was
Yes.
real. It was something that this is how it is, except dreams fade over time and this just simply won't. I have an inner sanctuary that I still have from gosh 10, 13 years ago that I will always go to because it is that ingrained in me now. And that's the power of the subconscious. If it doesn't know fact from fiction. So as
I
far
love
as your
it.
subconscious is concerned, that really happened just now. And you really did connect. And whatever happened in your session really did happen. And it's really beautiful. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you for saying
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
It's an
it's
important
so important that people really get that this is not just, you know, this is real.
It's not imaginary.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
It's funny that was the word I was going to say, but then I was like, but you are using,
I was gonna say
like,
you
it
used
seems like you think you use your imagination to
Yeah.
visualize these things, but you're not using your imagination to visualize these things. They are coming through you
Yeah.
to see them.
Yeah.
They are, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we speak the same language, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you like how I put in that sort of at the end?
I love that. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
describable.
And this is kind of going off the chat, but kind of just something that I want to say anyway. You cannot get this wrong. You cannot do it wrong. If you saw 17 colors, if you saw an elephant, if you saw a sailboat, whatever you see that represents your higher wisdom or your color for comfort is exactly what it should be. And this is the practice, right? Imagine me trying to teach someone self-trust and they say, "Oh, I had blue and yellow. Is that wrong?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's wrong." Get it
No
wrong.
trust.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point. It's this is part of you
You could go,
trusting
were
what
you
comes
even
through.
listening?
Yeah. Yeah. this is part of what it is like. So to the person that asked if they're doing it incorrect, 100% no, you are doing it 100% correct for you.
Yes.
I'd be interested to know what the two colors are and what they mean to you. This is where I get very curious, and I hope you too. Like, what do these colors mean to me? And that must be what I need right now. Because if pink meant playfulness or inspiration or curiosity, and I had pink coming through my body, that's what I need more of. I need more curiosity. I need more playfulness.
And you said that. You said that because of this time frame that we're in, right? So this auspiciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bring one other thing in this conversation. Talking about yesterday, we never shared our dreams that we had from Monday night. We both had these like very surreal dreams. And I had a dream and about my dragon family. And it brought in two of the speakers and players that I've played with and kind of played in a really bigger way, right?
Hang on, I have to interrupt you. This is my ADHD brain, but I have to interrupt you.
Yeah.
This morning I'm sweeping my floor because I needed to get it out. And I had my incense. I told you I burned incense.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess what the incense was this morning?
It was it was the dragon sage.
It was dragon's blood. And I was like, I only have 2 of these left, but I really want this today. I want this today.
How funny.
And I burned it. And as I'm burning it, I'm like, I wonder what it is with dragons lately. Because I've been like really thinking about dragons a lot. And now you're saying this, I want to just, this is insane.
See, anyway, we talked about the synchronicities.
This is what I'm talking about.
Whenever I'm called to interrupt, sometimes I try to hold back, but I think it actually is a contribution always when somebody interrupts.
Love it.
But
go back to your
But the cool thing that I got from Leonka that I hadn't gotten on my own, that the 2 people that were in it were so significant to me, even though I don't like using that word, that she's like, that's how your higher self or spirit got you to really fall in love with this scenario that happened while your dream time was happening.
Because if it was me that showed up in her dream, she'd be like,
Yeah, I'd be like, she shows up every day.
Exactly. The fact that it was these 2 unique people in the dream, it was like bling, 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 bling.
Yeah, it's like pay attention, light.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I think that our signs come in that way too. Because if you ask if I see a white feather, I'm like, oh, that's a white feather. Everybody gets a white feather. But if I see it's
a longer story.
That is so funny.
White feathers?
A white feather.
We've had a whole conversation just recently. Yes, I know. Talk about
well, we all were hypnotized into synchronicity in this
That's
moment.
funny.
None of us can complete a sentence.
Well, and here's the thing. That happens. I'll get a metaphysical connection with my client when they're in a journey, and I'll see things and write it down. So I'm like, did they see this in their journey? And they'll come out and tell me about what they saw. And I'm like, me too. It's very interesting. And that's where I think my psychic comes in. And we're all a little bit psychic, but that's where mine really likes to show off. Yeah. But if you want to think of a sign for your spirit guides, come up with something unique if you want to. Like my grandma, when I know she's saying hi, is Who Let the Dogs Out? That song.
Oh, yeah.
So random, but there's a story. So when I was a kid, she sang it once at a cookout and everybody laughed because like, how do you know the words Let the Dogs Out?
I love it.
And so that's my thing. So every time I hear that song, and my son yesterday sang it, he's 6 years old. He sang it randomly. And I was like, how do you know this song? Hi, Grandma. And to the point where even my husband goes, hey, Grandma, like he'll know, everybody knows that's her song. So anyway, yes, dragons.
That's so cool. And you felt so called to burn that specific one too.
I even asked myself at the time, I don't want to waste this, but I really want to have it. I wonder why I want to have it. What's dragons lately?
That's awesome.
Dragon energy is rising, I think.
It must be because they're all over even all of our conversations.
Yes, even
but I bring in the dragon tribes.
She does. But I don't necessarily have a lot of conversation about dragon. And one of the other speakers had kind of just tuned into myself and was basically, oh, you have a dragon.
I think Leonka's got to have some sort of dragon.
Sure I do. I just don't always talk about it, right? Like,
no, I know.
And so, but yes, there is. I've had the dream for you.
I had
that's why you even told me the dream.
I had a dragon dream.
You
recently.
did
And it was
recently?
enough for me to like tell my husband about it.
That is
Do,
one of those that stand
Yeah.
out to you.
Mhm.
I
do you want to hear it?
actually, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We
Yeah,
have
we
about
have
10
time.
minutes left. So yeah,
God, okay.
We
See, I
want
do
to.
this every time. There's so much, you know.
I
Okay,
know it's fun. Go ahead.
I'll be very quick. So the dream was I was on a FaceTime, and I'm not going to say who it's not someone from my family. It's someone from my husband's family, but they are very much not aligned with what we believe in this house. Okay. So
Yes.
that's all I need to know. So we were FaceTiming them, and there's some kind of wedding going on. And uh they were like on the FaceTime, they were like, ask Lindsay the thing. And they're like, okay, here's the situation. There's a blue dragon and a red dragon, and they are going against everything from the Bible. What do you think? And I said, in the dream, I said, well, I think dragons were around way before the Bible. So what do you want me to say? And they were just like, oh. And then they kind of, as I was explaining, and I wrote it down, and I had like a speech in my dream, but basically that's what I said. And as I was speaking and like dropping this answer to their question, they stopped. They just turned around and started like not even paying attention. I was speaking to no one in that point. And I was like, you what? You asked me. You asked me. Like you asked me a question. And they just weren't listening. But there's so many metaphors that can be taken
There's
from
so
this dream.
many.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
blue dragon and red dragon, I have just not stopped thinking about since that dream. And
Oh,
I don't know what is going on, but blue
I
and
love
red are
it so
the
much.
colors of my town. It's high school, so I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you recently back in your home
Yeah.
city? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Recently,
gathered
as of
that.
like little bit over a year now. Yeah.
Nice.
After 20 years of being away. So,
Yeah, I felt like you were missing your home city for a little bit.
ooh, the colors of the dragons are connected to the throat and the root. Yes. Also,
Well,
political
that's a
parties, I
conclusion, but
noticed as well. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't really think about that as,
yeah.
but something.
Yeah,
Red dragon.
definitely.
Anyway.
Well, we want to share your special offer. So I'm going to
Yes.
go ahead and bring it up.
And while she's doing
yeah.
that, make sure you're writing down the dreams. Write down your dreams for the
Dreams.
next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Just
Get
write
a
them
dream
down.
journal.
Yes, it has changed my
What
life.
is it
My
that-
son just wanted a dream journal my middle son wanted a dream journal last week. So I gave,
Oh, it's coming up in your
Nice.
awareness.
I
That's what's
know.
up.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
Let me
cute.
just kind of open this up here. Let me say this before we go through the offer. I have two dear friends. One's a hypnotherapist. It's Orna and Matthew Walters. You guys may have remembered them from the show. He's a really good hypnotherapist. And when I'm around a really good hypnotherapist, I find that I fall into suggestion like real quick. With you, I fell into it about 1,000 times faster than with him.
Oh,
And I
Stop.
thought, and then afterwards, he's like, wow, you're really suggestible. And I said, I think it's just, trained now that I can be
Do you know your
suggestible.
suggestibility on the scale?
Oh,
You know there's a
God. It's been a
suggestibility
long
scale?
time since I've even looked
and
at
it's
that.
probably changed since then.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Right? Do you want to talk about
Yeah,
that
it can
for just
change
a
a few
second?
percentages, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like
We
my
can talk about that if you want, but
my veil between hemispheres must be getting thinner.
Definitely.
oh my God. You can't get rid of me. Go ahead.
All right. Let's talk about the program.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I can't, it took me a minute because I still can't see. So I had to pull it up. I'm glad that I pulled it up on my phone. This is my, you want me to just kind of riff off?
Yeah,
riff?
go ahead.
Go for it.
So this is called Mindset Detox, and it is a digital hypnotherapy program that I created simply to help you launch yourself into this authenticity, knowing yourself more, awakening your gifts, all of that good stuff. These are the same 4 sessions I do with personal clients, just digitally. So they're in the same order and they have the same objective. The first one is to help you get clear on your goals and to visualize your goals as completed. They are done. You are living in that reality now. The second and third ones are about connecting to your higher wisdom, your spirit guide, and creating an inner sanctuary, which is basically a place for you to go to connect to all that is good for you, all that you need to plug into to be your best self. And it's created exactly for you. There is nothing in there that is not exactly for you and connected to you. It is a beautiful place that is only yours. And then the 4th session is Hey, 11:11. There you go. Sorry. The fourth session is it's a next level self. So it is now that you've integrated into this new reality, now that you have your spirit guide, your spirit team, your higher wisdom, your inner sanctuary at your back and supporting you, this is your next level integration. So it's more like embodying that next level version of who you are, embodying your excellence. There you go. I can't even really read it. I'm just kind of talking from memory.
No, it's fine.
No, that's great.
Doing okay, I think. So it's basically the foundational pieces that everybody gets in a program with me, and I think everybody should have these four in the world. So it is a really great program.
What all is in each of these weeks? Because this is like, say it says week 2, like is it, a meditation that they do all week?
So each week you get a hypnosis audio and coaching from me. So I explain what the session is going to be about. It's one-sided coaching. So it is a little bit, I have to adapt it to a digital program. If you were with me, you would be able to ask questions or whatever. But I do have, if you get Mindset Detox, I do offer, I think I'm using Telegram now, like a WhatsApp kind of thing. So if you have any questions, if you want coaching, if you need more, I'm available for the month that you have Mindset Detox. So you do have me, but the coaching and the hypnotherapy is digital. And then something else comes with that. A month of my membership, I believe. My app. So I have an app now. I didn't have an app last time I talked to you guys.
It's a beautiful app.
It's called Align Your Mind, and it's really just my vault of all my best digital content. So my hypnotherapy audios, there's tons of topics in there. I have EFT sessions. I have card pulls. I like to pull cards for my clients as well. And just kind of manifestation tools, resources, mindset stuff to help you get where you need to go. And there's a free month involved when you get Mindset Detox as well.
Wow.
What else?
Wish we had all that on this page here. Oh, maybe there is more.
There is. I think you talked to me about it. Yes.
Okay, fabulous.
It was really, really neat because I downloaded your app and it looks like it is so like just tons of different resources. Like anything that you can really are coming up against, you really could just search through and find different resources for any of those topics, any of the limiting beliefs. I just found it really, really fascinating. Beautiful.
This app is something I've been dreaming about for years.
And it's gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of it. It's almost exactly how I envisioned it. I am adding new stuff all the time. And the Mindset Detox is such a great starter, such a great way to basically get the one-on-one treatment without the one-on-one price. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask, what is that price? If people were going to pay, what is the pricing that you would, for like one-on-one, like if you were doing
well, I don't really have a 4-week program. The lowest I do is a 6-week program. And right now that's 2,000.
See, I just wanted people to show how you put this together for our group.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I did it because I wanted there to be something accessible and easier to get to and see very, very similar, if not the same results that you would with me. You just don't have me in front of you answering your questions as they come up. And the hypnosis obviously has to be made for more of a group, but I think you all did great in the group. So you'll probably do just fine with these group sessions.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then you do have the ability to ask you questions on the.
You are connected to me on the Telegram app. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's something I'm also very proud of to get to do this, and I love all of this, and I love answering questions, and I love connecting with people of all different parts of their journey, and seeing them grow and bloom, and seeing them see how many synchronicities are now showing up in their life is really fun. So
it is fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, I seeing the change. It's funny with our inner circle, we're just kind of just being us sometimes and just wanting to take things deeper for ourselves. And then they'll come back and they'll be, these huge transformations. It doesn't take much for, somebody who's open and really willing to change, I guess is,
That's
but even
all,
if they're
that's
not
all you
open and they know they need change, things happen. It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, like, I tell people you don't even need to be a full-on believer in your own abilities yet. You don't even need to believe, but as long as you don't slam the door on hope if you have a tiny smidgen of hope that it might work,
Yeah.
that's all you need. And then it
Yeah.
gets really, really good.
It does. It really does. Do you have any lasting words for our audience today?
Oh, geez. What the heck do I want to say to everybody? I really just want everybody to remind themselves that you get to teach your subconscious what's true. Right now, it has a list of things that it knows is true for you to keep you safe and to keep you alive. Its job is to keep you breathing and to keep you blinking and digesting food and to keep you alive with what it knows how to do. And what it knows how to do may be outdated, but it doesn't know that. It doesn't know expiration dates. So just reminding people that you have the ability to go in and decide what is safe for you and teach your subconscious. It will do whatever you want. It's already doing whatever you want, but it's got outdated information.
Yes.
Got to update it. That's all.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love the way you put that. Thank you so much.
So well said.
Lindsay, oh my gosh, it's been such a joy to have you. You're so fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
I feel
You
like
might
we
have
should
to
just
turn
have
off. Can you turn when it's time? Can you just turn off my camera so I can figure out how to get out of here?
Sure.
It's so fun. Technology's fun. But thank you guys so much. This has been such a pleasure. Anytime you want to have a convo, I'm down to talk about as weird as you want to get. I'm here for it. And guys, thank you so much for listening to me talk. It's been a pleasure to be here with you today as well.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you. All right, guys, just a couple of announcements. We do have a live event coming up at the end of the year. It's November 7th through the 9th, but we're going to talk about that here in just a little while. And I wanted to also remind everybody that we do have a portion of the proceeds goes to benefit risingup.org. And risingup.org is a organization that was started by students that takes in laptops and tablets to refurbish to give to other students in need for use and women for use in wellness and education. So as we progress, we will also continue to support other youth and women related causes. And right now we're supporting risingup.org. So just wanted to share that with you as you are looking over some of the things that you might want to, participate in. All right, where are we at?
So we are up next, and we are going to talk about Mystique. And we have some cool new things that even our Mystique members don't know about coming through. And we're going to talk a little bit about the live event, and we're going to talk about us and our processes as to how we work with people. We'll probably also, if anybody wants to work on something and wants to work on it publicly like this, we will open up the line so that you guys can ask some questions too. We will just totally follow the energy.
Yes, we're gonna have some fun here.
Yeah.
How's everybody feeling? How has day two, day three going? Any awarenesses? And write it in on the chat. Let us know. Yeah. That was so fun. It really was. I didn't even get to tell Lindsay some of her comments because we just kept going. She is really, really fun. And while we're in this little bit of a break, real quick, I will. So if you see me looking over to the side and not at the camera, it's because I also run the chat for our YouTube. And if you are on YouTube, or if you go back and rewatch any of these on YouTube, especially join our channel, be sure to like and subscribe or make a comment. It just lets the algorithm know that, maybe we want some more of this in our lives instead of just the doom scrolling. So a little bit more positivity. And I also found out that when I was looking at the YouTube, it was like 70% of the people that watch our channel are not subscribed. And I thought, wow, well, whenever we go to share the channel, it'd be great to let them know that those other 70 people, or 70% of our audience is subscribing. So if you would, please go and like and subscribe. We would really appreciate it. Just a little shameless plug there. And if you do make a comment, I am giving away for that at the end of the week for those who make comments in the Instagram or on our YouTube channel. We're going to put those into all. So every time you do a new comment, gives you a new entry. We're going to do an entry for a drawing, and you get a free session with me, in which I can do some channeling for you and open your Akashic records. And I also work with past lifetimes. So again, that is just a little bit of incentive to have you come over and leave a comment. And if you do, you can forward a copy of that comment so we don't miss it to team@howhustle.com. So make sure that you get your entries in there. It's valued at about 444. I like those numbers.
Yes.
Um,
For
for the session. So definitely come over and play.
And if you join us in Mystique, you can get monthly discounted sessions with both of us now, so that if you guys really have something you want to work on and you want to work on with either Lianka or myself, and we can watch the whole journey unfold in the year, we found a great way to support you on a regular monthly basis at a very low cost. So
Tiffany says, how many minutes does she have?
we have 8 minutes until we're officially going to get started here.
And then Karen says, so many gifts. Cool. Be right back. Great. Let me take some truths.
Great. After this whole nervous system craziness, I really feel like
do you feel a bit more honored that are seen because others are going through the same thing, and it could be just a lot of Cosmo crazy?
No, I feel that I should, at this age, this is my point of view. This is my at this time of my work, I don't care what this earth is going through, I should have a greater resilience.
And that's a point of view, isn't it?
It is a point of view.
Yeah.
I could go in a hypnotherapy session and clear that one too. But isn't it interesting how sometimes people never even ask you the question for that awareness to come up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we definitely sometimes don't ask those questions of ourselves for that awareness to come up. And when you have awarenesses come up, things can change.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna take us off. I made a joke off the stream yesterday. I was like, I wonder if people will watch the full live stream if we like cut them out of some of the stuff on the partner calls. So
I don't think they know what they're missing.
I don't think they do, because they're just coming for that one speaker.
Nah, I don't think so.
No? All right. I'm cutting you off.